7 o'clock, May 17th, 2022. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Kevin, would you lead us, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Just a reminder, please everybody turn their cell phones off. Roll call, please.
McKeever.
Here.
Myers.
Here.
Wireball.
Here.
Potter absent. Sherrick absent. Spiegel.
Here.
Young.
Here.
All right, you have before you the minutes from the May 3rd meeting. You were also emailed suggested changes.
I move to accept the minutes as written.
As written. I have a first. Mr. Wireball.
I'll second.
A second by Terry Spiegel.
Just to do it on the floor.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
I do want to point out too, I corrected the spelling and put it on documents on demand.
Thank you. All right, granting permission for visitors to speak.
Deshawn, 1108 Hillcrest Drive, Bucyrus. For the record, I was the one who submitted the suggested changes to the May 3rd, 2022 draft council meeting minutes. The minutes that have just been approved state the public participation. Vicki Deshawn, 1108 Hillcrest Drive, approached the podium to express concerns about a past email sent in by Brittany Wireball, read during a council meeting. Deshawn addressed specific comments in the email stating they were slanderous. Deshawn also stated that proper rules and procedures were not followed as Wireball did not include her address in the email. This is what I actually said and what I asked to be placed in tonight's, or in the May 3rd, 22 draft council meeting minutes. Vicki Deshawn, 1108 Hillcrest Drive, Bucyrus, stated that the rules of procedure for Bucyrus City Council set forth: 1, it is the duty of the council president to see that all rules are enforced. 2, correspondence presented to council for presentation must contain the author's name and address. And 3, personal, impertinent, and slanderous remarks are not allowed. Deshawn stated that based on the above, the council president should not have allowed the reading of an email from Brittany Wireball, which did not contain her address and which contained 9 such remarks. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
President,
Yes, sir.
I hadn't had a chance to review that email today. I'd like to move that we accept and file Ms. Deshawn's email with the minutes, so that it's with the minutes.
I have a motion to accept and file.
I'll second
All those in favor?
that.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
I do have one question, if I may ask. I'm a little confused on our council procedures. Before, we were allowed to speak on more than one subject, but no more than 5 minutes per subject. Did we change that to where we can only talk on one subject, period? You know, under public participation? That was changed to just, we could only talk on one subject.
I was agreeing that I understood what you were
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
I believe it was only, you had 3 minutes for however many subjects.
Okay.
You have
Something
3 minutes.
Something sticks out in my mind. There was one subject at a time was what I was thinking that it said. But honestly, I would have to
We'll
go
have
back and
Yeah.
we would all have to
I think it
review it
was.
probably to give you a proper answer.
So one subject at a time?
Yes.
meaning that I could come up and speak what I just did a few minutes,
Yes.
and I could come up and speak on another.
Yes.
Okay, may I ask how many minutes I had left?
To be brutally honest, I forgot to shut it off, so you can have 3 minutes.
Okay.
Good.
On April the 19th, council passed ordinance number 17-2022, which approved the application for the outdoor designated refreshment area, also known as DORA. The ordinance stated that the application was appended or attached as Exhibit A. In reviewing documents on demand on April 22nd, I noted that the DORA application did not appear with the April 19th council packets and the passed ordinance. On April 22nd, I sent an email request to Clerk Conley for a copy of the DORA application. She posted it that day on Documents on Demand. Because council has on numerous occasions stated that they prefer the public to call or email their concerns or questions, instead of coming to the meetings and taking up council's time, I sent an email to all council members on April 22nd and questioned why they approved the DORA application since it was not attached to the ordinance for their review. I also stated that their email responses would be appreciated. Subsequent to my email, the Health and Safety Committee met on May 5th and approved their April 13th amended committee meeting minutes concerning the changes made to the DORA application. In reviewing the approved application, I find that one of the changes made at the committee meeting was not included. I also find that the modifications section of the application lists in error the permitted days of the DORA. In reviewing ordinance number 17-2022, I find that the fifth whereas clause has an incorrect meeting date of the Special Health and Safety Committee, and section 2 has an incomplete Ohio Revised Code section. Since no council member has responded to my email of 3.5 weeks ago, I'm here to ask why, and more importantly, how you justify your approval of the DORA application when in fact a copy of it wasn't attached to the ordinance for your review.
Is that all?
I'm hoping that someone will respond. I mean, I've waited 3.5 weeks. I'm trying to follow the council rules, and
I'm gonna have to go back and look for that email. I don't recall seeing it.
well, it was sent to all the council members.
You said.
Yes, it was
22nd.
just sent to the council members.
Okay.
Yes, because they were the ones that passed the legislation. So I guess I'm asking, since no one responded to the email, do you want to
Go
respond
ahead, Mr.
publicly?
I do.
Okay, thank you.
First off, I haven't answered you yet because I don't have my answer yet. I tried to get some legal answers, first and foremost. Secondly, I had the copy of it, and so I was familiar with it, and had been working on it in committee, and I'll be honest, I didn't pay attention and notice that it wasn't attached to the actual legislation because I had it in my possession. That didn't occur to me. So that would be my answer as of right now, without having further chance to review it with our lawyer.
Ms. Sherry?
Kevin, we had copies of it in here. I didn't realize it didn't get attached.
Right.
And then I didn't respond to the email because since that was a health and safety thing to begin with and Kevin had all the answers on it, I thought he responded, I'm sorry. I didn't really, I just kind of felt like maybe I was stepping out of turn if I emailed back and he was the one responsible for emailing, so I.
Well, I guess my question was directed to each council person, and I asked that each,
Because we did have a copy of the stuff that night because they were sitting scratching it out when they had changes there.
that night, what night?
At the meeting, when we did the meeting for the changes, which
Okay.
I had to sit back in my corner. And then we still have those, the night that we passed it, we had, and they said the things that had changed, and I didn't even ask for an updated version because, as you can see, all the paper I do have.
Okay, well, and as I pointed out, what you approved is not correct. It doesn't include the one change that you made at your April 13th meeting, and then it's got the wrong days that the door can be held.
So I guess we're gonna have to wait until we get some counsel to find out where we go from here.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Public participation?
Yes, please. Bob Taylor, 411 Plymouth Street. I just want to address an article where the chief of police said that officers are leaving based solely because of pay. That's not true. I'm not saying that's not a reason, but that's not the sole reason. I won't go into the details. The mayor and the service director have been made aware of issues that officers that have left have stated. They've interviewed at least one. I'm not opposed to giving the police raises at all, but not until the city makes some cuts somewhere. There's been no effort at all to cut costs here. And as we can all see, the massive inflation, gas prices, we're paying for that out here. The $16 trillion that have been printed in the last 2 years, we're paying for that now. Those grants that we took, $880,000, that's not free money. We're paying for that now. So I don't think that you should make any decision on that based solely on that it's pay. There are other issues. Also, there's a rumor, I'm not here to ask, I'm not saying this is happening. Is there an issue in committee to talk about raising water rates and trash rates again?
Excuse me, it's sewer rates. not
Sewer
water.
rates.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's all on the same bill, so it's
Yeah.
to the taxpayers, it's the same thing. That's probably a no-go for taxpayers as well. We're hurting too, just like the city is. Until you guys make some cuts somewhere from the top down, how can you have the audacity to ask the taxpayers for any more money given what the economy's doing right now? It's absurd. It is literally absurd. And one more issue. A few weeks ago, there was a gentleman who had fired shots at the police department, or at the sheriff's department. He showed up here. And he told the dispatch he was outside, what he had just done. Those ladies are in there unarmed. Now, I understand what the state legislator says. There's no reason that people that hold a concealed carry permit cannot carry in this building. It's because of local policy that you can't. The only government buildings that are not authorized is if it's a courthouse. We don't hold court here. There's no reason the dispatchers, if they have concealed carry permits, should not be armed for that situation. And as the chief pointed out, maybe we are getting to a low level, a dangerously low level of patrolmen. I do believe they were on station by themselves. And if we're looking at cutting costs, when I'm here, I don't need him. He's on overtime. Nothing against Officer Dorsey, he's a great guy, appreciate what he does, but we as American citizens have the right to defend ourselves. I don't need that. I don't need to pay for that. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, communications and petitions.
No.
All right, standing committee reports, plating,
I don't have anything at this time.
public lands and buildings,
Nothing at this time.
health and safety,
No report, Madam President.
finance,
Really no report, I was kind of, we moved a lot of money around last time because of our lack of tax revenues coming in, so I just want to, I guess Joyce isn't here this time, so, but just to make everyone aware what we did do, so I
Thank
guess
you.
that's my report.
All right, thank you. Economic development, Mr. McKeever? Nothing?
I don't have anything from
Okay.
Mr. Carter.
Service,
No report.
traffic commission,
I do know that we have a meeting scheduled for this Thursday at 2 p.m.
Can I, are you going, or are you?
I'm on the traffic
Okay,
commission.
Okay, well, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
You're gonna address that lady's issue down on River Street?
That is
That's-
one of the
okay.
things on the agenda, yes.
So I was kind of waiting to find out when the traffic commission.
2 PM Thursday.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Are we going to also, hit up the other vehicles that shouldn't be on the roads, like what happened on Shell Avenue the other day? And
I have no idea what happened at Shell Avenue,
You
or
don't
if
look
that's
at any
traffic
emails.
commission.
Well, I just think that's a police issue. I mean, but
Okay.
All right.
somebody might.
Do I have a motion to accept the committee reports as collectively presented?
So moved.
I have a first by Mr. McKeever. I have a second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Wireball. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right. Mayor Reister did submit a report. He is not here tonight. Do you want me to read it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Thank you, Madam President. It's been a while since I had the opportunity to speak with our school students in person due to COVID, so I jumped at the chance when recently invited to speak to several classes of third grade students at Winford Elementary School. We spoke about the history of Bucyrus as well as the important services that the city provides. They love the idea of our new splash park as well as the trail improvements that are being planned. One of the privileges and responsibilities of being mayor is to meet with our school students and let them know that we are working on making Bucyrus a great place to live, work, and raise our own families when they become adults. Excuse me. Thank you to Mrs. Heacock for inviting me to speak. Last week we attended 2 unrelated but important events for the future of Bucyrus. Our tree commission accepted our 5th consecutive Tree City USA Award at the Ohio Department of Natural Resources ceremony in Findlay. Our tree folks are a dedicated group, and the award is well deserved. I hope that all citizens look around to see the effects that the plantings of the last 5 years are having on the ecology and the beauty of Bucyrus. Thank you to Jeff Panovich, Valerie Sprang, Mary Lee Miner, Brad Van Voorhees, and John Rostash for the dedication to our city. Our second event was the ribbon cutting ceremony at Pickwick Place for the beautiful new addition to the North Market. Congratulations to the Stuckies and the Harchews, and I thank you for their investment in Bucyrus. These folks have the vision thing, as one of our recent presidents would say, and we are blessed to have this fine business in Bucyrus as part of our exceptional small business community. What do these 3 events have in common? They are all important cogs in our future. Our children, our environment, and our community, and community beauty, and our small business community. Also so important to the quality of life in Bucyrus. Never forget that we as elected officials are tasked with building a future for our fine city as well as making life better for our current citizens. Safety Service Director report. He has a referral to refer Stormwater Ordinance Chapter 1333 to committee. Memorial Day, Monday, May 27th. There will be no trash pickup. Please have your trash out Tuesday, May 28th by 7 a.m. Memorial Day, Monday, May 27th is a non-emergency. All non-emergency facilities will be closed to observe the holiday. We held pre-construction meeting Wednesday, May 11th with residents in the Arrowhead Woodland Street area to go over a street project. Tentative start date is Tuesday, May 31st on the Arrowhead project, and then move to Woodland. Completion date late August, weather permitting. Number 5, we have 4 bid openings next week. The 24th, OPWC at 10 a.m. Wednesday, the 25th, the Warren Street. That doesn't make any sense. Wednesday, the 25th, Warren Street, 26th at 10 a.m. Thursday, the 27th, Parcher Road, 10 a.m. and Outhwaite Reservoir, 11 a.m. 6, We'll be having a Board of Control meeting to award farmland bids Thursday, May 19th at 3:30. The pool will be opening Saturday, May 28th through Monday, May 30th, then reopen for the summer Saturday, June 4th, 2022. Pool hours will be from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. daily. If you would like to schedule a pool party, you can call 419-562-7093. The Little League continues to put Miller Park and Bucyrus on the map for the destination to come and play ball and enjoy the park. They held a tournament on Sunday, May 8th, and had teams from all over. A team out of Columbus won the boys 12U tournament, and the league received great praise on a live ESPN podcast. Should have received on your cell phones. They brought back the senior division at Lions Park and rehabbing the Lions Park South Field through some grants from the Timken Foundation. The Little League had a request from a local plant to use the fields for a couple weeks ago, and they obliged. The plant manager was so impressed with the fields, he contacted Jack Timken to let him know that the generous contributions that the Timken Foundation has made over the last 10 years or so have been put to good use. On Monday, May 6th, Jack Timken actually came and walked through Miller and Lions Parks to inspect the facilities. The airport, they are hoping to have it paved by June 1st. They still have some miscellaneous work to do.
On the referral, I had spoken with Wagner about it. He forgot. It's supposed to be, you guys probably know, service committee.
Yep.
And that was May 16th, by the way.
Did
Sorry.
I?
You said May 6th. I didn't know if that was
It was
important.
Oh, May 16th. Monday, May 16th, Jack Timken actually came and walked the Miller Field in Lions Park. Sorry. Okay.
Madam President,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to move that we refer Stormwater Ordinance 1333 to Service Committee.
I'll second.
I have a first by Mr. Myers, a second by Mr. Spiegel. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Just one point on the service directors. He's got the Memorial Day is the 27th, I believe it's the 30th. So the trash would have, I don't want people not to put the trash out on the 27th. I know I already looked.
It is Monday the 30th, yes.
Okay.
So that would, I guess then the Tuesday would be the 31st.
Right.
So that's when you need to get your trash out, so. Go ahead and put
Monday
it.
the 30th is Memorial Day, no trash pickup, so have your trash out Tuesday, May 31st by 7 a.m. Thank you, sir.
Good catch.
Yeah, I worry
All
about
right,
that
we
trash.
do not have a law director report. Did Ms. Schiffer send anything?
No, no treasurer, no police.
No fire?
They submitted their report.
Okay. We do have the, I'm sorry?
He submitted his report, yeah.
All right. Motion to accept city officers' reports.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Ms. Sherrick, second by Mr. McKeever. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Visitors' input for standing and special committee reports of the city? Seeing none. Consideration of proposed legislation for the first time.
Okay, proposed ordinance number 22-2022, amending and supplementing ordinance number 54-2021, being the annual appropriations ordinance for 2022 by appropriating from unappropriated general funds in the sum of $4,931.49 to the materials and supplies line item and $10,045 to the capital outlay line item, with both aforesaid line items being within the police department category within the Program 1 Security of Persons and Property subparagraph, further appropriating from unappropriated income tax funds the sum of $50,000 to the refunds line item within the income tax category within the income tax subparagraph, further appropriating from the unappropriated safety forces levy funds the sum of $25,000 to the refunds line item within the income tax category within the safety forces levy subparagraph, further appropriating from unappropriated park and recreation land funds to the sum of $2,850 to the materials and supplies line item within the lands and buildings category within the park and recreation land subparagraph, and finally appropriating from the unappropriated solid waste replacement fund to the sum of $16,000 to the capital outlay line item with the solid waste management category within the solid waste replacement and declaring an emergency. Proposed ordinance 23-2022, amending and supplementing ordinance number 54-2021, being the annual appropriations ordinance for 2022 by decreasing the current balance in the contractual services line item by $25,000 within the street construction, maintenance, and repair category, and increasing the current balance in the refunds line item by $25,000 within the income tax category, with both aforesaid categories being within the street construction, maintenance, and repair subparagraph with the street construction, maintenance, and repair fund, and declaring an emergency. Proposed resolution number 218-2022, authorizing and directing the mayor of the city of Bucyrus, Ohio, on behalf of said city to enter into a partnership agreement with Crawford County and City of Galleon for the application and administration of the program year 2022 Community Housing Impact and Preservation Program, also known as CHIP. Proposed resolution 219-2022, authorizing and directing the Bucyrus Public Safety Service Director on behalf of the City of Bucyrus, Ohio, to advertise for bids and to enter into a contract or contracts for a heating system for the water treatment plant. Said bids not to exceed $250,000 with the lowest and best bidder or bidders. Finally, authorizing and directing the Bucyrus City Auditor to draw a warrant or warrants and payment therefore from the appropriate appropriation or appropriations and declaring an emergency. Proposed resolution number 220-2022, a resolution authorizing and directing the Bucyrus Public Service Safety Director on behalf of the City of Bucyrus to apply for a grant to build a splash pad at Lionsfield Park and declaring an emergency. Proposed resolution number 221-2022, authorizing and directing the Bucyrus Public Service Safety Director on behalf of the City of Bucyrus, Ohio, to advertise for bids for the sale of 11 parcels, 611 East Rensselaer Street, parcel number 080017727000, 112 Wiley Street, parcel number 080016177000, 112 Wiley Street, parcel number 080016178000, 303 West Gallant Street, parcel number 080016701000, 309 West Gallant Street, parcel numbers 080016702000, gotta slow it down, and 080014426000, 331 Blick Street, parcel number 080014427000, 411 Wallace Avenue, parcel number 080019235000, IL 3929 on High. Wait, what?
That means in lot.
Thank you. I did not know what that meant. In lot 3929 on High Street, parcel number 22000468000.
2 sixes.
Oh, sorry, 4668000. In lot 734 on Norton Way, parcel number 080014825000. 1160 Whetstone Street, parcel number 430013391000. And 1031 Woodlawn Avenue, parcel number 080030015000. All located in the city of Bucyrus, all said parcels being deemed not presently or in the foreseeable future needed for any municipal purposes, and to enter into a purchase agreement with the highest and best bidder while reserving the right to reject any and all bids and declaring an emergency. Proposed resolution 222-2022, resolution approving participation in Region 17 governance structure under the One Ohio Memorandum of Understanding. Proposed ordinance 21-2022, an ordinance, oh wait, I'm sorry, these are the last two that are going to be read for a second time. I apologize.
All right, in consideration of that legislation read for the first time, do I have a motion to accept as a first reading?
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Spiegel, a second by Mr. McKeever. All those in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Any member of the general public may present their input on the legislation being read for the first time.
Madam President,
Yes, sir.
one second here, and then I will proceed. I'm double checking on Resolution 222, 2022. Is that just held to a first reading?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. So my only statement I have is on proposed resolution 218, 2022 is slated as an emergency. However, in the caption, it does not state an emergency.
It doesn't say as an emergency, but you have it,
Was Chip, I didn't hear it recorded as an emergency.
but you have it here.
So on the agenda as an emergency, it was requested as emergency to meet their timeline, and it does say majority of all members, 2/3, which is correct for
Hold on.
an emergency.
I am-
However, the caption does not state it as an emergency.
Yeah, there was a timeline on that. We had to get this as an emergency.
I'm looking at it, sorry, one sec.
Yeah,
I put the wrong, that's, yeah, hold on. 229. What number was that you were looking at?
218.
218.
I'm not
It's
seeing
not-
where
it's
it's
not.
listed as an emergency.
Listed here. You're saying it came out of committee as an emergency?
I thought that it did because there was a timeline. I'm 99%.
I didn't hear it in the recording.
Okay.
Let
Because
me-
it does state, oh, it does state all, a majority, so maybe I'm incorrect. I thought that that one had a timeline, so that's fine, ignore my question.
Let me double check one thing, because I sent these to Alyssa. Hold on.
But we can't change it now, so it doesn't matter.
Right,
Okay.
so. All right, consideration of proposed legislation for the second time.
Proposed ordinance number 21-2022, an ordinance accepting the petition of annexation of 0.871 acres, more or less, in Bucyrus Township, Crawford County, Ohio, being permanent parcel numbers 05-0000717.000 and 05-0000718.000 to the city of Bucyrus, Ohio, filed under the special procedure of annexing land with consent of all parties. Ohio Revised Code Section 709.023. Proposed resolution number 217-2022. Authorizing and directing the Service Safety Director on behalf of the City of Bucyrus, Ohio, to ban vehicular traffic, including bicycles, except authorized emergency personnel, on Saturday, June 11th, from 7 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time to 12 a.m. midnight Eastern Daylight Time on East Warren Street for the food court, from 12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time to 12 a.m. midnight Eastern Daylight Time, along Sandusky Avenue from Mary Street to Oakwood Avenue, as well as the 100 blocks of Mansfield Street and Washington Square, the 100 block of East and West Rensselaer Street, the 100 block of West Warren Street, and the 100 blocks of East and West Charles Streets, respectively, allowing access by local traffic and safety service personnel to the alleys located between Walnut Street and Sandusky Avenue, as well as the alleys between Poplar Street and Sandusky Avenue, in order that the streets may be utilized temporarily as a Cruisin' with the Cops custom classic car show parade route for an expected 600 custom and classic automobiles, more or less, and to provide as well as sufficient parking facilities for the public display of said automobiles. Said special event to be sponsored by the Fraternal Order of the Police, Bucyrus Lodge number 68, must provide for and erect all signs needed to reroute the state highways according to the directions of the Service Safety Director and Chief of Police. The Service Safety Director and Chief of Police are hereby authorized to make the necessary arrangements for the rerouting of affected traffic on both federal and state highways passing through subject areas to facilitate the orderly movement of traffic during a aforesaid time period through the city of Bucyrus, Ohio.
All right. In consideration of this legislation read for the second time, do I have a motion to accept?
Second.
I have a motion by Ms. Sherrick, second by Mr. McKeever. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Any participation from the public on legislation read for the second time? All right. Referring back to the originating committee, proposed ordinance 22-2022 referred back to finance. Proposed ordinance 23-2022 referred back to finance. Proposed resolution 218-2022 referred back to economic development. Proposed resolution 219-2022 referred back to public lands and buildings. Proposed resolution 220-2022 referred back to public lands and buildings. Proposed resolution 221-2022 referred back to public lands and buildings. Proposed resolution 222-2022 referred back to finance. Proposed ordinance 21-2022 referred back to plating. Proposed resolution 217-2022 referred back to health and safety. All right. Committee report on pending legislation. Finance.
Finance is favorable to proposed ordinance 22-2022, various appropriations. Finance is also favorable to proposed ordinance 23-2022, transfers. And finance is favorable to proposed resolution 222-2022, appointing a Region 17 representative.
Thank you. Economic development.
Economic Development is favorable to proposed resolution 218-2022, the CHIP program.
Public lands and buildings.
Public lands and buildings is favorable to, 219, resolution 219-2022, the WTP heating system. Public lands and buildings is also favorable to the proposed resolution 2022, the Lions Field Splash Pad grant. And public lands and buildings is favorable to the proposed resolution 221-2022, property business.
Plating.
Plating is favorable to proposed ordinance 21-2022, accepting annexation of 1145 West Mansfield.
And health and safety.
Health and safety is favorable to proposed resolution 217-2022, the cruising with the cops, street closures.
Thank you very much.
Madam President?
Yes, sir.
The 218-2022, is that an emergency or not? Because we just.
Was it emergent? No, it's not an emergency.
Okay. So, are we, I can see if we're voting on it.
It's not on there. I thought it was, but it's not on there.
Okay, I guess. All right, that's fine. Okay, we're square, I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay. All right, further consideration of pending legislation. Ordinance number 22-2022 appropriations for the second and third readings of proposed ordinance 22-2022. Do I hear a motion to suspend the rules, waive the readings of the caption and text, and declare an emergency?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, McKeever,
Yes.
Myers,
Yes.
Wireball,
Yes.
Potter, Sherrick,
Yes.
Spiegel,
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed ordinance 22-2022?
So moved.
Second.
And Wireball and Young.
Who was second?
Young.
Yeah.
Young, okay. Wireball,
Yeah.
Young,
Yes.
McKeever,
Yes.
Myers,
Yes.
Potter's absent, Sherrick,
Yes.
Spiegel.
Yes.
Ordinance number 22-2022 is duly adopted. For ordinance 23-2022 transfers, for the second and third readings of proposed ordinance 23-2022, do I hear a motion to suspend the rules, waive the readings of the caption and text, and declare an emergency?
So moved.
Second.
I have a first by Spiegel and a second by McKee.
Spiegel,
Yes.
McKeever,
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Wireball,
Yes.
Potter's absent, Sherrick,
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed ordinance 23-2022?
So moved.
Second.
That was the first by Terry.
Yes,
Steve.
Yeah.
Spiegel and then Wireball.
Okay.
That was Young?
No, yes.
Oh, sorry, okay.
Young, then Wireball.
Okay, so Young and the Wireball. Okay, Young,
Yes.
Wireball,
Yes.
Sherrick,
Yes.
McKeever, Myers.
Yes.
Did I
Yes.
forget Spiegel?
Yes.
Young, Spiegel, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I got confusing.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed ordinance 23-20?
No, that's
No,
it.
That we already
just
did
that, never mind.
It's okay.
Okay, reset. Ordinance 23-2022 is duly adopted. I apologize for that. Resolution number 219-2022, for the second and third readings of proposed resolution 219-2022. Do I hear a motion to suspend the rules, waive the readings of the caption and text, and declare an emergency?
So moved.
Second.
Who was second, I'm sorry?
Sure.
McKeever,
Yes.
Sherrick,
Yes.
Spiegel,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Myers,
Yes.
Wireball.
Yes.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed resolution 219-2022?
So moved.
Second.
Who was first?
Siegel.
Okay. Spiegel,
Yes.
Sherrick,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
McKeever,
Yes.
Myers,
Yes.
Wireball.
Yes.
Resolution 219-2022 is duly adopted. Resolution 220-2022, for the second and third readings of proposed resolution 220-2022, do I hear a motion to suspend the rules, waive the readings of the caption and text, and declare an emergency?
So moved.
Second.
That was Sherrick, right?
Yes.
Okay. Wireball,
Yes.
Sherrick,
Yes.
Spiegel,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
McKeever,
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed resolution 220-2022?
So moved.
Second.
McKeever,
Yes.
Myers,
Yes.
Wireball,
Yes.
Sherrick,
Yes.
Spiegel,
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Resolution 220-2022 is duly adopted. Resolution number 221-2022, for the second and third readings of proposed resolution 221-2022, do I hear a motion to suspend the rules, waive the readings of the caption and text, and declare an emergency?
So moved.
Second.
Oh, I'm sorry, I did not hear that.
McKeever, Myers.
Thank you, okay. McKeever,
Yes.
Myers,
Yes.
Wireball,
Yes.
Sherrick,
Yes.
Spiegel,
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Do I hear a motion to adopt proposed resolution 221-2022?
So
So,
moved.
second.
Sherrick and Wireball. Sherrick,
Yes.
Wireball,
Yes.
Spiegel,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
McKeever,
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Resolution 221-2022 is duly adopted. Resolution 217-2022, for the second.
Point of order,
Yes, sir.
we just only had the second reading on it
Yeah, I
just
just
now.
realized that too. That was my error. So we have to read it one more time.
Yep. No, go.
All right. We have been requested by the mayor for the appointment to the TIRC, which is the Tax Incentive Review Council. But the paperwork needed from the mayor was not provided, so we can't move forward on it. You do have a paper that kind of outlines, but it doesn't state what council has to do. You know, what our role is, so we're gonna hold off on that. Does anybody have any old or unfinished business they'd like to bring up? Any new or miscellaneous business? Could I have a motion to excuse Mr. Carr, please?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We only have the one referral from Safety Service Director to Service.
Chapter 1333.
And that's already been voted on. I don't need to vote on it again. Do we have any other referrals?
No.
I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Wait a minute,
moved.
I'd like to say
Yes, sir.
something.
Yes, sir.
Auditor Joyce Schiffer's missing because her father-in-law passed away over the weekend, so we need to keep her and her family in our prayers.
Absolutely. Thank you for letting us know.
So moved.
I have a motion by Mr. McKeever,
Second.
second by Ms. Sherrick. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're adjourned at 7:46.